Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Many of us often think, how am I going to escape the fitna that is around me? I cannot control when it comes to social media. When I'm scrolling through YouTube, Instagram, name it, whatever it is, I cannot control myself. There is fitna all over. Then what happens is we go and say this to our friends, and at a point we make it normal. When we meet with a guy, a practicing person, a practicing Muslim rather, we complain to them. I see all this, the world is full of fitna. But just think to yourself, what have you done to counter it? Have you deleted any of your accounts that is in that specific social media so that you refrain from it, or or do you just glance at it, and when if it is interesting you look at it a bit more and then go to that person's profile and explore and then fall into the haram? It's a complete trap of shaitan. So my dear brothers and sisters, it's simple. You need not go and ask for opinions on how to escape fitna and all these. It's simple. Do it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, for example, let's say YouTube. Okay, let's say you're using it for educational purposes, but you're coming across a lot of haram, and that is bringing in harm to your iman. Okay, you have to delete the app from your phone. If you want to use YouTube for educational purposes or any other materials, use it in the hall. Make a policy in your life. Okay, I'll open YouTube only when people are around me, or I'll go to a public place in my house and I'll use the website. I will never use it in my room. It's not difficult, my dear brothers and sisters, because imagine, let's say that a person does want to harm himself. Okay, the knife is in your room. Will you cut yourself? No, right? You don't want to waste your blood, or you don't want to go all through that pain and then get recovered and everything while you know that you're going to harm yourself. It is the same way. YouTube is there on your mobile, it's there on your laptops, it's there in all the digital devices. So YouTube is just an example. It applies to Instagram and whatnot, Facebook and everything. If you feel that it is going to cause you harm, cut it off. No second thoughts. Yes, it is like a drug. You will shiver if you do not use it for a few days. But remember, my dear brothers and sisters, the peace that you get when you do not look at the haram, when you do not involve in haram in those, that is 10,000 million times greater, and nothing can replace that peace in your mind and souls. So humble request, if you feel an avenue is pushing you into haram, just cut it off. You might fall once, twice, but how much is shaitan going to put you to that trap? Because you have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is strong. Allah is the one who created shaitan, and Allah is the one who created all of us. So keep making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to pull you out of that trap. Whenever you fall into a sin while making an effort to be away from it, whenever you commit a sin, pray to Ruqa, recite the Quran, make a niyyah. If I fall to a sin, if I watch a video that is unpleasant, that is of immorality, I will recite one juz of Quran in one sitting. If you keep on falling, recite a juz every day. Shaitan will run away from you, my dear brothers and sisters. I know reciting a juz is difficult, but let's start with 2 pages, 3 pages. If you train yourself to be disciplined, and if you can sit in one place and recite a juz a day, subhanallah, shaitan is not going to come and even whisper in your ears. Ya Allah, make us all strong, because we as Muslims, we as youngsters, it is really, really difficult to navigate through the fitna in dunya, because it's a handful of us who have good friends around us. Majority of the people, majority of the content is into haram. So Allah only can save us. Let us try our best and leave the rest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be in good gatherings as much as you can and build a network that will help you to progress in yourself. Because look, if you get stuck into haram, it is going to make you lose in life. If you make an effort and get away from this haram, and if you discipline yourself to prosper, you're going to grow into great heights, and the happiness that you're going to get from the halal rizq Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, the wealth that you're going to make, the happiness you're going to make cannot be replaced. So it's simple. Shaitan doesn't want you to grow in life or to succeed in life. That is why it is pushing you to these avenues of failure. Make a niyyah. You can do it, my dear brothers and sisters. Let's do it. Assalamu alaikum.